Chapter 5, page 65. Topic: Summary writing. সংক্ষিপ্ত সার লিখন. A summary is a short statement (ব্র্যাকেটে সংক্ষিপ্ত বক্তব্য). It gives only the main points of something. Heading: How to write a good summary. Summary, SUMMARY. Number 1. Read the passage repeatedly till you understand it fully. প্যাসেজটি বারবার পড়ো যতক্ষণ বুঝতে না পারো। Number 2. Underline the important points or ideas. ব্র্যাকেটে প্রয়োজনীয় অংশের নিচে দাগ দাও। Number 3. Leave out all unnecessary details or points. অনাবশ্যক অংশ বাদ দাও। Number 4. Do not use big words or long sentences and quote. বড় শব্দ, বাক্য বা উক্তি ব্যবহার করবে না। Number 5. Do not change the order of the points. ব্র্যাকেটে বিষয়টির পরম্পরা পরিবর্তন করবে না। Number 6. Avoid examples, comparisons, quotations and expressions like I think, in my opinion. ব্র্যাকেটে উদাহরণ, তুলনা বা উদ্ধৃতি ত্যাগ করো। Number 7. Use your own words as far as possible, keeping all the important points. ব্র্যাকেটে প্রয়োজনীয় অংশ রেখে যথাসম্ভব নিজের ভাষায় লেখো। Number 8. Reduce the passage to half of the original. ব্র্যাকেটে সামারির আকার প্যাসেজের অর্ধেক হতে হবে। You must understand the author's purpose in writing the passage. You must understand and select important points in the passage. ব্র্যাকেটে লেখকের বক্তব্যের উদ্দেশ্য ও প্রধান অংশ বুঝতে হবে। Topic: Some passages are worked out. Number 1. Bhagavati Devi was a noble and kind lady. She loved to live with the poor villagers. Once her son Vidyasagar saw her wearing an old torn shawl. He was very unhappy. He brought a new shawl for her. Bhagavati Devi took the shawl from her son but did not use it. She put it in her box. Many people in the village had nothing to wear in winter. So Bhagavati Devi did not wear the new shawl. Page 66. Heading: Summary. Bhagavati Devi lived with the poor villagers. Her son Vidyasagar saw her wearing a torn shawl. He brought her a new shawl, but she did not use the new shawl as many villagers had nothing to wear in winter. Number 2. There was a quarrel between the wind and the sun. The wind said, "You are not half as strong as I." The sun said, "I am stronger than you." Suddenly they saw a man coming down the road. The wind said, "The one of us who can make the man take off his coat will be the winner." The sun said, "I'll let you have the first chance." The wind first tried his power. He blew an icy blast, but the more he blew, the more did the man hold tight the coat round him. The wind had to give up trying any more. Now it was the turn of the sun. He began to shine down upon the man with all his might. The man felt too hot to hold the coat on his body. He was forced to take off his coat. Topic: Hints. Read the text twice over and answer the following questions in your mind. Number 1. Who quarreled? Number 2. How did they quarrel? Number 3. Who came there? Number 4. What did they agree to? Number 5. What did the wind do? Number 6. What was the result? Number 7. What did the sun do? The answer will give you the summary. Topic: Summary. There was a quarrel between the wind and the sun. Each claimed that he was stronger than the other. Then a man came by. it was decided that whichever of the two could take away the man's coat would be held stronger. The wind blew hard, but the man held the coat tighter. The sun shone, and the man felt very hot and took off his coat. Number 3. Little Ravi lived in a nursery. It was near the servants' quarter. In those days, boys of most of the rich families lived in this manner. The children saw their mothers at bedtime or only when they were ill. They seldom saw their fathers. The servants usually looked after them. They used to give the children very little food. The children could not say anything to their parents. The servants, however, told them stories and recited the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. The children kept quiet and listened to them. They almost knew these great epics by heart. Very often, Ravi's servant would give him some food and make him sit at a window. Then he would draw a line round him with a chalk, roll his eyes and say, "Now look, young master, stay inside this line and you will be safe. You know the story of Sita. Lakshman drew a line, but she stepped over it. You know what happened then. The horrible demon got there." Page 67. Summary. Little Ravi lived in a nursery. In those days, the servants looked after the children of the rich family. Ravi's servant would often give him little food. Ravi could not complain to his parents. The servants would tell him stories from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata and make him sit at the window. The servant would draw a line and told the boy not to cross the line. Number 4. A mother had 3 sons. She used to keep jam in a meat safe. One of the sons, a naughty boy, used to steal it. The mother could not catch the thief. At last she hit upon a plan. Once she called in all her sons and said, "My dear ones, you see my jam is daily stolen. You all say that none of you have stolen it, but I know who the thief is. There is a piece of chalk on the head of the child who has stolen the jam." As soon as they heard, one of the sons put up his hand and felt his head. The mother now spotted out the thief and took him to task. Summary. A mother had 3 sons. One of them used to steal jam from her meat safe. She was unable to catch the thief. She hit upon a plan. She called all the sons and told them that the thief had got a piece of chalk on his head. The guilty boy at once felt his head by the hand. The thief was detected and punished. Number 5. One hot day, a wolf and a bull came at the same time to drink at a small well. Both made up their minds to drink first, and none would give in. From words they soon came to blows. Thus they fought for a long time. At last they were so tired that they were glad to take rest on the ground. As they lay on the ground, they saw crowds of crows in the sky. The birds had come to feast on one of which should fall first. At this, the 2 beasts said in one voice, "Why should we fight and be food of these crows? Let us make friends and drink in peace." Summary. A wolf and a bull came to drink from the same well. Both wanted to drink first. They fell out and fought. They became tired and took some rest. They saw a group of crows over their heads. The crows came to eat the one which would die first. This was a lesson to the beasts. They made friends and drank in peace. Page number 68. Heading: Activity. Give summaries of the following passages. Number 1. The earth gets light from the sun. The earth is round. All parts of the earth cannot get light at the same time. When one side faces the sun, the other side is in darkness. The earth spins like a top from west to east. This movement is called the rotation of the earth. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. So, in 24 hours, all parts of the earth face the sun once. The 24 hours make one full day. We call the hours of light day and the hours of darkness night. Number 2. It is not known clearly when man first learned how to make fire, but when he did, his life was changed in many ways. With fire, he found he had a means of keeping warm in cold weather by boiling water and frightening away wild animals. Later, he found that fire, bracketed together with charcoal, could be used to extract certain metals from ores. Then he shaped metals into tools, weapons, and ornaments. Later still, it was found that two metals together could form a stronger alloy. The mixing of copper and tin, for instance, produces bronze, a much used metal for many centuries. Thus, the science of metallurgy began. Number 3. A farmer went to the nest of his goose to see whether she had laid an egg. To his surprise, he found, instead of an ordinary goose egg, an egg of solid gold. Taking the golden egg, he rushed to the house in great joy to show it to his wife. Every day thereafter, the goose laid an egg of pure gold. But as the farmer grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking that if he killed the goose, he could have all her eggs at once, he cut her belly open only to find nothing at all. Number 4. Robert Bruce noticed a spider. It was trying to make a cobweb on the ceiling of the cave. The stone walls of the cave were uneven. The spider tried to go from one corner of the cave to another, but it slipped down again and again. Yet it did not give up hope. At once it started to climb the wall again. It held the thread in its feet. This time it nearly reached the top, but then, alas, it landed on the same spot from where it started. The king observed the spider's sad and difficult conditions. He compared his own fate with that of the spider. He also tried to rescue his kingdom many times, but he failed. Should he then hide in a cave like a crowd? Never. Number 5. Give the summary of the story given on page 51. Within bracket, writing. Students are advised to write summaries of the stories given in chapter 4. Chapter 5 এখানেই শেষ হলো। এই সঙ্গে রাইটিং সেকশন এখানেই শেষ হলো। পরবর্তী অংশ পরবর্তী ফাইলে রয়েছে।